Ghost to try and escape from ganks and put pressure down onto the enemy when he does have his jungler Lee Sin coming in. This is one thing I am liking the look of, though. Lee Sin, when you kick Aurelion Sol, his orbs completely disappear. When you stun Aurelion Sol, his orbs completely disappear. So he can kick him. You can kick him towards your allies without him having to, without him putting any damage down at all. That's a nice little counterplay there. Something small, but I can imagine he will be wanting to get behind this Aurelion Sol because he is rather immobile without his E.
Oh yeah, he's small but rather noteworthy interaction there. And we're on to the Rift. This is INTZ over on the blue side.
Hide in that brush.
And Chiefs over on the red side. Yeah, Swift is not doing a very good job at hiding, although it's pretty hard to as an Aurelion Sol. Macau is spotted out early. Pings are galore being pinged. Yeah, he spotted out Egypt, so he's just going to back off there. Spooks was hiding over the wall to maybe get a cheeky Q in. Joxer's going to get some nice early wards down as well. Now, Yang on this Jace. We said about his Gnar play, but coming into this Kennen, it's going to be interesting to see who comes out on top of this one, because they're both fairly aggressive when they do have their jungler around. And just the matches really have been decided by these junglers, realistically.
As we've mentioned before, it's a really snowbally matchup in that top lane. Jace into Kennen, they both really want to snowball the lane forward into the later games and try and get ahead. However, I'm thinking that Revolta's made the good choice of going for the Nidalee. I feel like that's one of the strongest picks he could have got. And I think he's made the right choice in choosing it because it just allows him to get so much pressure early on, which he'll really want. Free push early on for Aurelion Sol, though.
Yeah, Swiffer, just the classic early game push. Togger's doing a little bit of damage to him, but unfortunately it's not going to be enough to deter Swiffer. He's just going to take that wave with absolute ease. And that's the thing about playing against Aurelion Sol. It's very, very hard to push him in early.
Indeed, it's very hard to push him in because he's got those orbs just doing a lot of damage without having any real mana expenditure or even really skill. It's just you stand still and you kill minions with it.
You stand off to the side and you just disintegrate the minion wave, level 1.
It's basically, you just go, right, I'm just going to try and dodge his skills and I might farm while I do it.
Yeah, I might farm. You see him just doing it there, just standing off to the side. Takes a bit of HP out of him, Tockers. But other than that, Tockers is just forced up against this tower. This is a really good way to just farm this CS lead as well. So if we're actually warding his own red there, just spot any Nidalee invades. Revolta's down on the bottom side now. Obviously did start blue.
Indeed, the blue start's really going to help him there. Fast clear speed, but he's not going to give that over to Victor at all. We did see the Lee Sin actually take his own blue buff, I believe. Did not give that over to Aurelion Sol like we may have expected. However, with Aurelion Sol wanting to go out of lane constantly, it might be more worthwhile to have it on this Lee Sin. Although it does give him that extra energy regeneration, going from 10 to 17 energy regen. So that's still a lot of extra combos he can do, and the 10% cooldown reduction you get on top of it. AP not so relevant on him apart from the shield.
Hey, it counts for something.
You can tank 3 extra HP from the Raptor, that's worth.
Exactly. There you go. There's a reason. No, he did it there.
Extra tiny Raptor auto attack. There we go.
Thank God he had that AP ratio.
He might have died. Oh,
he
God.
might have gone too low. Yeah, exactly. Looking to take the scuttle crab. No, Revolta is on this bottom side as well. No real action as of yet. Nothing we can really expect. I mean, Swiffer's just going to want to farm this out. Same with Tockers. And the really only aggressive lane is going to be this bottom lane in the early game at least. It costs a lot of mana for Jay to trace quite effectively. And into a Kennen as well, it can be quite tough.
You're trading into a Kennen early on, where he can just try and land all 3 of his skills in combination. Is very tough. Once he maxes that W, you can see he'll be able to put off his W twice within a trade. That's 2 stacks of his stun already just by itself. He'll find it really easy to get off his stun. It's only on, I think, a 3-second cooldown at maximum rank. Really ridiculous amounts of damage you can put down.
A little bit. We've seen Kennen just put out an absurd amount of damage in the last few games that we've seen him in. And just look at this punishment coming in from Swiffer as well. Look at the mana coming out from Toggers versus the mana of Swiffer. Obviously, he's got a little less now than he did. But being this low on mana on the Victor and farming under tower is a really bad spot for him.
With Aurelion Sol, obviously, you can farm under tower because you've got that innate damage from the orbs. You don't have to worry so much. But yeah, as Victor, it's so much harder.
Someone spot it out. Revolta, he's going to flash over the wall. In fact,
yeah.
Q, yeah, nice Duke. He does lose the flash fairly early on. Nice ganking route. I would say ganking route. He didn't really go for the gank. He just wanted to look for the scuttle crab, but it will be taken over. by INTZ, so they will get the vision over the dragon buff, and yet again, it's going to be the Ocean Drake.
Seems to be the day of the Ocean Drake.
No Infernals here today. 2 mountains we've seen, so it's not too bad, I suppose.
The fire hazard, it's not allowed at the tournament.
Either way, it might burn down the rift. Well, Aurelion Sol's burning down this minion wave. He's 10 CS up already in this matchup. It's just the sheer power and presence of him in this lane is just absolutely devastating. I can imagine he's going to go back and get a Catalyst now.
I can imagine so as well. He looks to really just keep his mana and health up, and that Catalyst is going to help him. But he goes Boots of Swiftness really early there.
Wow. Really want to look for those
Seal.
rones. Oh, he's going for the aggressive route. And pink
What's
wards
that
across the
extra
board.
healing?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's not such a bad thing. You obviously have the Corrupting Potion, I suppose. And the Swiftness Boots as well. You see a lot of the Korean players doing that just to get those early roams off.
Yeah, it's something that a lot of people do go for on the Aurelion Sol nice and early. It is actually in the recommended build as well, I believe, this early on. It's one of the first things on the recommended build.
Wow. Recommended build, man. Oh,
It's
God.
not often you'll talk about it. But,
Yeah, I was going to say, like, the last time I followed one of those was Season 4, beginning of Season 4, and it's like, wow, this is probably the best items. And then, like, you look up builds and it's just like, oh, they're completely wrong. It's whatever they think at the time was good for them, but...
Yeah, I actually got the Ezreal one changed for a little while, because Ezreal's one was purely Essence Reaver, and Echo's one was pure. Sorry, Echo. Ezreal's one was purely
Yeah.
Iceborne Gauntlet and Muramana.
Huh.
But I actually
Noted.
I got them to add the Trinity Force into Essence Reaver Spike, because you get the Trinity Force procs, and back then Trinity Force gave crit as well.
Yeah, I mean, it would be
So
interesting to see what actually
messaged in
Raze
about it,
does
and
go.
they said they'd consider it, because it was just like, come on, man.
Oh.
That's like, there's not the only build, the blue build.
Come on, yeah, come on now. It's not the only build, but it is
And
a
then they
very
made it the
effective
only
one.
build.
Yeah, pretty much.
After removing the Triforce crit ratio thing.
Oh, yeah, but it's got attack speed now, so it's not too bad.
It was pretty much just a nerf to Yasuo, because they realized Yasuo was becoming ridiculous with the extra
Oh.
crit he got from that.
Whoa, that's a massive chunk on Raze there. 192 crit. And they do take the dragon as well. Chiefs, with the very early aggression, do take the Ocean Drake away. So that'll be very helpful in especially the early game. Revolta being caught here, though. Swift is going to come over. Revolta might be in a little bit of trouble. Here comes the ultimate from... Yeah, massive ultimate coming through and kick him in. Toggers is really low here. Follows up on the Q from Spooks. Spooks picks up the kill as well. So beautiful rotations coming out of Chief already. And just really just catching Revolta. You saw him try and go for those Raptors and realised he was in such a bad situation. Had to back off, got caught. And there's Swiffer with the Swiftness Boots, man. He's just too quick.
Goes God mode over the wall and catches him out there. Nice ult from Swiper, flash ulting on top of both of them. That gives him 2 early assists, nearly completing this proto belt this early. Really impressive from him. And we should see a Catalyst coming out from Swiffer when he goes back. And the Lee Sin might be able to get a lot of his... Oh,
Curtain Court is going to get opened up. Raze is taking a couple of those hits. They are both so low. They're going to try and tank it. Ejim, that was so close. I didn't know if Ejim was actually going to survive that one. He just managed to. But that's a big cooldown for Macau. But it does mean Raze and Ejim are going to have to back at this point.
yeah, they do have to back away, both really low. That's going to mean a lot of damage on the tower, although Raze is trying to stay under the tower now with that support from Spooks just behind him. Quickly looking now, you can see that the Catalyst has been completed from Aurelion Sol. Got that blue buff, now able to push the wave freely, not have to worry about mana, and keep that sustain up, especially since he's got the Dark Seal into refillable potion, the corrupting potion there. So that should give him a lot of healing.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty much nigh on impossible to shove out a lane at this point. I mean, Victor, being level 7, he's level 8 now. As soon as you hit level 7, you have your first upgrade on your Hex Core. You can clear the back line of minions in one shot. So, I mean, he's literally only got that at this point to try and clear against this Aurelion Sol. But Swiffer just does it so much more efficiently.
Yeah, because he doesn't have to really stand around using a bunch of spells. He can literally stand still and try and harass the enemy laner at the same time, maybe landing an auto attack or two, whilst his orbs are killing the minions. It really allows him to put a lot more pressure down on the lane.
He's looking for a gank here up on Yang. Yang, no, stomach is up.
There's the Q.
Yeah, the Q comes out as well. It does manage to land the stun.
the-
Swipe it here as well. The
oh.
stun comes through. Lee Sin on
Oh!
is going to come in. The prediction comes through. Spooks picks him up. Beautiful flash prediction from him.
Our Lord and Savior strikes again. Amazing play there from Spooks, predicting the flash, landing the Q perfectly, following it up and managing to pick off the kill there. Swiffer did hold on to the Voice of Light through that, but this tower may go down in response if whoever can take it quickest here.
Yeah, whoever's going to take the first blood gold,
And that
it
is
does
bot
look
lane.
like... Yeah, first brick gold even is going to go over to INTZ, but that doesn't mean the top tower isn't going to fall as well. Sharing the gold only between two of them now, but wow, what a prediction from Spooks.
Incredible. He just saw the flash coming. Fired his Q off. The thing is, if he didn't flash, he was going to die to the Voice of Light from Aurelion Sol anyway, so it was really a safe thing.
Oh, Jocker's going down though.
Jock's still going down.
Yeah, see you
Standing
later.
way too far forward. That was not
his
okay.
flash as well.
It's acting more like Jokester there, standing that far forward. Just completely out of position. He shouldn't have been that close to the tower.
Oh, nice flash prediction there from Spooks. He's going really low though, he's got to be careful. Tuckers does a lot of damage, especially when he's got that upgraded hex score. The Thunderlords as well, the little combo you can do with Victor is extremely efficient. But Spooks is going to get out of there. He says to Revolta, you know, I've got a lease in too. Let me show you my mechanics. He's been a real good presence in this game already.
Already, definitely. He's got those 2 kills on the board. He's helped that mid laner, landing an amazing kick onto Tuckers and getting that. Well, he's just playing really well across the board with this Lee Sin. You can see he's something he's rather good on. Swiper being spotted on the Wolf Spirit there, but does manage to still clear out the ward, not having to worry about Revolta's Nidalee. It's something that we've seen rather underperform today, this Nidalee. We've seen it twice now. And the first game it was against the Olaf, and it gets killed for first blood in the jungle trying to invade. Now this game. Oh,
it's really not worked out for him. Yeah, Ejim's going to get caught as well. Curtain Call is going to get open up on him. He's going to go down. Macau gets the kill. Ejim just didn't stand a chance there. Nice use of Jox's ultimate as well. Bullet time just shredding Ejim along with the Curtain Call. Just absolutely demolished him.
They managed to root him up within the bullet time and then follow up by landing the Curtain Call afterwards. Really nice combo, and it does net them the kill. As we mentioned before, Zyra really low health bar. So she does end up being bursted quite easily by these things. That is why we did see Misfortune come into fruition, just because she can burst Zyra without having to get within her response range.
Yeah, exactly that. That low base HP just not working out for a lot of the Zyras we've seen today. She's got Moby Boots first actually item, which is very aggressive. I mean, you're going to want to travel around a bit quicker, I suppose. I'm not really sure on that buy. I mean, I'd get more damage, but you're the pro. I'm not. That's the massive difference between me and Ejim. And I'm not even a support player, so why not?
Pardon me.
Reese is just going to clear out this bottom side. I believe there's a Cloud Drake coming up next. It is indeed. So no Infernal and no Mountain Drake. And Spooks does get face checked by a spear there as well. They're all going to rotate down this bottom side. Spooks has got his kick available, but he is going to get spotted out by a ward. Yeah, they were really posturing around that bottom side, but even Swiffer coming down looking for an engage.
Put the pink ward down, found the ward, and decide to back off. Try that one again maybe later. Swiffer clearing out that another pink ward in mid lane there, yeah. Looking down across the board at the minute, you can see in the top lane, you got the advantage for Kennen, purely coming because of those 3 assists. His ability to roam around the map and be involved in plays. Nidalee is significantly up on farm, but she's down on kills because First Blood actually went over, First Blood I believe went over to Spooks this game.
That's going to be an Air Drake started up, but it's checked by a spear. The teleport is going to come in. Swiper is on the sidelines. Does have Power ult available, but it's not going to matter. He comes in. He gets a huge 3-man stun, and there's the Voice of Light. Yang doesn't stand a chance, and Chiefs just taking this game by the reins and calling it theirs. INTZ, Tockers just didn't have a chance to ever get in that fight.
They can see 3 men turtling under the tower. What Swiper does instantly is go, do you know what? I can do this. Flash Proto Belt ult instantly, bursting down the 3 members, allowing his team to come in, stunning them all up. Really well played from him, putting down a lot of damage. And that makes him 1-0-5 already. That's really well played from Swiper in this top lane. Managed to be involved in so many kills, considering top lane is usually considered the island in which nobody goes.
Oh, Tockers has actually found Swiffer. Swiffer's got to be careful. Those orbs, you can see them through terrain. Does manage to ghost away. But that does mean Tokka's ult is down. And yeah, you're not wrong. This guy has been an absolute monster this whole tournament. Making this Kennen pick really work for him against this Jace.
Yeah, managing to just roam quicker. He pushes the wave, gets around the map, and doesn't have to worry about Jace interrupting it because he's under so much pressure. And Jace really doesn't want to concede any farm to this Kennen at this point because he's staying even on farm, even though he's been all over the map. And Jace hasn't been anywhere. Yang really not showing up on this Jace, showing himself to be rather uncomfortable on the pick, and especially since he had to go for the Maw of Malmortius early.
Yeah, it's not exactly the most efficient buy. I mean, Ghostblade's probably what he would look to go into, but the AP damage coming out from Swiper is all too much for him. Spooks has found somebody. Kick, flash back into him. No flash needed. Ward jump, beautiful, coming out from Spooks. He's going to pick himself up another assist. That kill going over to Swiffer.
Nice play there by Spooks, landing the insect, managing to kill off Macau, doing the ward hop behind him to kick him into the team. Really nice play all game from Spooks. Incredible Lee Sin play. Really not something I was expecting to see him pull out this early, considering the Olaf was so highly prioritized, but with it banned, he manages to pull it out, and the Nidalee is just being made to look like nothing in this game.
Yeah, it's really just put under wraps at this current time. 0-2 on that Nidalee and 3-0-4 on Spooks at this point. He is so strong as well. Looks like there's going to be an engage on the bottom side, but they decide otherwise and just back off.
Yeah, they just want to back off there. They don't have to really push so hard. They've got a big advantage right now. This is 4K at 16 minutes. They just need to slowly push it out. They know the Lee Sin can make these plays. And they've got this Zyra to disengage anything that INTZ might want to put forward. So it's a really nice chance that Chiefs have to close out this game if they just play it safe and play it slow.
Yeah, and we did mention earlier, in fact, obviously, INTZ, they had gone to Worlds, they'd scrimmed some really good teams, and we thought that might be their upper, their advantage coming into this tournament.
We did indeed. We thought that the idea that they'd been scrimming these top teams had really helped them, but in the end, the Chinese boot camp really helping the Chiefs here, because they're coming out looking a lot stronger than they really ever have, in my opinion. And this is something I was not expecting to see from them, where they could go up against INTZ and look like the most dominant team in the tournament so far.
Yeah, they're really holding true to the play style. Very aggressive coming out from Spooks. This guy's jungling style at the moment has just been absolutely on point. This guy's been everywhere. We've seen him on tanks. Now we're seeing on something like a Lee Sin. It's just absolutely incredible to watch. Swiffer might be in a little bit of trouble. Here comes the curtain call as well. Voice would like to get the knockback, but no, he's going to get killed. Chaos Storm with the last tick there is going to pick him up. That's going to be a redemption kill for Toggers. But Swiper actually in a little bit of trouble near the Baron pit, but he's going to make it out alive. Nice little pickup, though. This is what they need to do, realistically. Just make these long-range engages using that Victor comboed with the curtain call.
Sorry, I just think what I saw was just ridiculous. The idea that oh wow, that's a lot of poke coming out.
Jim Spooker is there. Revolta gets knocked into the tower. Stranglethorns come out as well. No one goes down just yet, but here comes Kennen. He actually gets hammered out, but still gets a stun onto two people. And now he's going to go down. The gravity field's too strong from Toggers. Now he is going to chase Raze. Does he have the mana to do it? I'm not sure he does. Yang's going to go and try it as well, but he is just too strong on this Ezreal at this point. And he's going to try and flash from Jogster, actually. He gets the kill under the tower on Ejin with that Make It Rain.
The 2-for-1 there overall. Very nice play there by INTZ. They do manage to hammer away the engaging Kennen. Wasn't able to flash over the top of Jace because his flash was still down from the previous play. And unfortunately, that costs them a lot, as that would have been a huge Kennen ultimate across the entire roster.
That would have been absolutely massive. Yeah, really well played from Yang to knock him out. But he's still got a two-man stun, which did lead to a couple of kills going over. That mid tower is looking very unhealthy.
Indeed, it looks rather low, so it will just require maybe a few love taps to take it down. The thing I was going to say before that fight broke out was, one thing that I really wasn't happy that, Ezreal manages to snipe out Jogster with the ult, sniping him completely, once again interrupting me. Wow. Damn, taking that kill.
Yeah, Ryze just looking absolutely dominant on these AD carries at this point in the game. Nice Essence Flux as well. Does manage to get out of the shock blast. Yang's actually caught up here. Will he follow the Sonic Wave? Yeah, the tower is so low. They might just want to concede it. They do end up backing off. Toggers is going to be here to provide a little assistance. Chaos Storm available, but that's the fourth tower of the game going down for INTZ. Chiefs firmly in the lead right now. It's only a 4k gold lead, however.
I may finally be able to actually make my point. The fourth shot from Jhin ultimate was blocked by a Zyra plant on 1 HP, and it didn't kill the Zyra plant.
Zyra's too strong.
It's awful. I think that's ridiculous. The idea that the fourth shot from Jin's ultimate, one of the strongest abilities in terms of damage that you can have, it won't even execute a half HP Zyra plant.
Oh yeah, Plant's too strong, man.
It's just
Plant's too
something
strong.
I absolutely hate. I hate playing against Zyra. She's
True counter to Jin's ultimate, clearly. Just put loads of plants down. Strangle Thorns, boom, they're bigger plants,
turrets,
more HP.
yeah.
Or Heimerdinger turrets, yeah. I would have thought they'd go through Heimerdinger turrets, though.
No, they wouldn't. Heimerdinger turrets, I don't think, would be blocked by them.
I thought they counted as minions, but I could be wrong.
I'm not 100%, but the thing is, if Zyra plants can block it, then I would assume...
That's got to feel bad. Uh-oh. Now, he's found a Lee Sin. Spooks is going to walk away, though. The Ocean Drake is live, so it's going to be the second Ocean Drake of this game. We've only seen, out of the 2 best of 3s so far, we've only seen 2 Mountain Drakes.
And one
of the more prized.
As well, yeah.
Yeah, 1 Cloud. We've had 1 Cloud in this game, 2 Oceans. Now, it does look like the entire of INTZ are going to posture around this Baron, just going to get some vision down. Now, Swiffer is in the bottom side. This guy's been a monster at split pushing as well. He's got 213 farm at 21 minutes into the game.
It looks like this top lane tower is going to go down unless Swiper can turn up, but Jace, with that tower taking ability, the hyper drive managing to really speed up his auto attacks, putting down a lot of damage very quickly. Revolta's standing around the side of this tower, maybe looking to make a play, but nothing going to come of that.
Spooks was there as well.
Quickly looking at the ADC role, you can see that Raze has been playing really well this game. He's got his Mirror Mana completed now. He's doing a lot of damage. He may look to go for this more of Malmortius next, as I suspect that we'll be building into the Serrated Dirk there. One thing I'm excited to see, you know, in the new preseason, the Poacher's Dirk.
Yeah, kind of interesting. There's a lot of new changes on the preseason. It's kind of scary to look at the moment. A lot of it's on the PvE, so it's subject to change, I suppose. And Jockster in this bottom lane. I didn't think the MF support has really realistically worked at this point in the game. I mean, Zyra's just been so much more influential, I feel.
I would agree that Zyra is better in disengaging, but
Egypt's going to get caught. Oh, the damage coming out from Revolta is absolutely huge. Spooks actually gets caught here. Another spear lands. Tokus is going to chase him up. He's certainly going to go down. Yeah, nice pick off yet again by Macau. Deadly Flourish lands, and they're going to get that one. Yang as well in the bottom trouble in the bottom lane. He goes down to Swiper, so it's 2 down in the bottom side for Chiefs. While INTZ just wail on this mid-tier 1.
At the end, they overextend in the jungle and they get caught out. That's 2 members going down, and they manage to get 1 on the bot side purely because Yang was also overextending. But this really needs to stop. They're playing a bit too aggressively for the gold lead they actually have. It's only down to 2k at the minute. It was 4k at one point, and they were playing like they had a 10k advantage. Really a little bit over cocky there from Chiefs, costing them a bit too much. So hopefully they will start to slow it down now, start to play around the map a bit more, slowly eke out advantages, just pressure INTZ to have to make reactive plays rather than proactive plays that they're actually making right now when they get caught. So it's awful seeing Chiefs throw away an advantage that they did have.
Yeah, we did talk about how Spooks is a very, very good. He's kind of a reactive jungler. He likes to ward and likes to get his counter ganks on, but he's just been so good at picking off these champions right now. Now Joxers even gets knocked into the mix. He's going to go down. Zyra plants perfect. Even the root goes through and hits him on the side, and he's going to go down fairly easily. Now, Chiefs, have they got their eye on the Baron? They could actually go for this one. I mean, Joxer's not the biggest target to go down, but they could at least maybe set a trap here.
That's the blue ward, unfortunately, coming out onto Baron, meaning they do know that they're not.
Oh yeah, they're not going to get baited.
Yeah, the trinket they're going down. That means that they are out of blue trinkets though. But Victor's comes up shortly. They maybe have to start Baron now, and they are. Maybe 10-15 seconds before Victor's blue trinket comes back up, and they will go to look in. So we'll see what happens then.
Walter is on the side. He's just clearing out a couple of wards. You can see the Aurelian Soul from an absolute mile away. The Chiefs might want to just disengage from this one. Yang is on the side. A lot of oppression coming from him. His shot blast doing a lot. It's ticking back up now.
Yeah. I was worried they were just going to hand it over.
Yeah, I was about to say they just go in there just like, oh, cheers for the 2k HP Baron. I'll take that one. Yang just forcing them off that one. He's a little bit behind 0-3, but he's still very strong. Now there's a pick onto Swiffer. Looks like he's going to go down, possibly. No, just managed to get away, but it's not going to happen. Macau, yeah. Let's get the flash crit. Now Jockster is in a bit of trouble. But there's it's going to come through, but he get it. No, Jockster again managing to survive with an inch of HP. Oh no, Swiper gets caught even. Nice Zonias. Will he be able to do it? Ejim there for the block. Jason's going to come through, but no, he sacrifices his own life. Nice Yang following that one up. and picks up an assist for himself as well.
Now you can really see the strength of this as a poke comp with the Jin ult, the Jace shockwaves on top of the Nidalee spears. That's a lot of poke damage that can come out, and it's starting to really rain down on Chiefs.
Oh, so... again!
Macau really playing this Jin. Really playing this Jin to perfection. There's a lot of roots he's landing very well. They saw the flash crit a moment ago. This is looking really rough for Chiefs now. They've got to try and find a way to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, you always say that if you're against a poke composition, if they're ahead, it's the worst thing in the world. But if you're behind, well, if they're behind, then it's pretty much the easiest matchup you're going to face in terms of compositions. So they're about even at the moment.
There's the Banshee's Veil coming out on Aurelion Sol now, so maybe he can look to try and get caught a little bit less. Although Victor is doing the right thing, he's putting his E down, then going for the burst with his ultimate and the gravity field on top of that with his Q. So that Banshee's Veil will only help for so much.
That shred from Victor is pretty oppressive. It does look like he's actually going towards, I would want to say, Void Staff at this point. He has got his Rylai's and he has got Hex Score perfectly upgraded. So he will be very, very nice item to like.
Looking at the Banshee's Veil, this could very well be Void Staff, considering there's a Maw of Malmortius on the Ezreal also. Although you could see that the Blasting Wand does also build into things like the Aegon being caught.
Oh no! The spear! Oh, it hits him as well. Actually, Spooks was trying to take that one for the team, but he wasn't able to. Like you said, this poke coming out from them is just absolutely so oppressing right now.
It does build into the Blasting One does build into the Lichbane as well.
Oh
but
no!
Ray's getting caught.
Ray's is being caught. Stranglethorns come out. Yeah, beautiful use of the ultimate there. He might go down actually to the Chaos Storm. Doesn't like he's going to. Managed to get out, use the heal, but no. Spooks comes into the action, kicks back into Jockster. Beautiful kill from him. Macau going really low. He's just trying to kite this one out. Chief's on the wrong side of the map at this point, but Kennan's going to come in, and now Tokka's going really low. Zonya's from Swifter Swiper just to manage to get out of that one in time. That is going to be a 2-for-0 trade in form of make that a 3-for-0 trade in favor of Chiefs yet again. Spooks, this guy is just absolutely a monster in this tournament so far. He's just been absolutely everywhere, and him getting that kick into Jockster and picking up the kill could result in a Baron. That's
exactly what they needed. That play was really what we needed to see from them if they wanted to get back into this game. You can see Aurelion Sol disengaging from the Baron to chase off Revolta, leaving the three of them. And he is coming around the back, though. They can see him on a ward.
Oh, they might be able to get him. Remember what happened last time? Nidalee did get stunned over the wall. She's going to go really low. Ray's actually going to chase this one. The spear does land. Baron does go over. It goes straight to Chiefs. And now Chiefs are fighting on the sidelines. Does like Victor picked up a kill. Tokka's trying to make something of this.
So close!
Revolted almost goes down. Smites the Raptor, but that could have gone so wrong for him if he just dived into that and died. But Ray's is still chasing. Cannot seem to put his finger on where Revolta has gone. He's going to get away, but that will be a Baron buff. And our first Infernal Drake, actually. Yeah, finally a decent Drake that isn't Ocean or Cloud. Now Revolta is onto the side, and Macau is here as well. Chiefs have got to be so careful. Ray's almost getting locked up here. Curtain Call coming out. Spooks taking one, taking two, and now Ray's taking the last one. But no, he has got the Maw, and that will save him.
Great blue ward to spot out where he was there. Really playing well. I like that on the Jin, you buy the blue ward, you use it to spot out where they are during the ultimate because it's such a long range. Nice trick. However, you could see that play was exactly what they needed. They pick up the Dragon, the Baron, 3 kills, and they start to get into a really comfortable place. Kennen almost finished this Rylai's Crystal Scepter, then he can start to build more defensively, maybe get the GA, the Abyssal Scepter, something along those lines. See the Void Staff coming out from Swiffer. This is really starting to get into the late game item point where they really want to try and snowball out this game and completely stomp the team fights.
Yeah, I mean, looking at their composition, like I said, INTZ have got a lot of poke, but Chief do have a bit of a disengage as well to kind of combat that. But with that Baron buff, it's going to be pretty tough for INTZ to manage to stop them taking at least one tower off it. I mean, they do have the wave clear, obviously, but is it going to be enough?
It will probably be enough to hold them off for another few waves. They'll just need to try and push other waves. You can see Kennen coming in with a big top wave. Aurelion Sol sitting in the bot wave, and they're just going to push in with mid. Eventually, they'll have to respond to both other lanes, and then they can go for the 3v3. They'll have to send someone else top. I'm not sure who they'd send, because they've already sent the Aurelion Sol bot lane, and along with the Jace. Aurelion Sol obviously got that quick rotation available to him. And Kennen really pushing this right up to the tower now.
He has got those Baron minions to help him, and that'll be a lot of pressure on the top side. Swiffer is just hanging around the mid lane right now. Just oh yeah, he went down, I think, actually, so he didn't actually get the Baron buff. So Victor's going to clear those minions out pretty easily, however, so he does get a little bit of damage down, but unfortunately nothing that Chiefs can really do about that at the moment. Spooks maybe in a little bit of trouble. He's quite tanky, though, at this point. He has got more, and he has got... I completely forgot the name of that item then.
The Hextech GLP?
Blows. No, on the Lee Sin.
Yeah. Oh, Lee Sin. I'm sorry. He's got the Dead Man's Plate, the
Dead Man's Plate,
and the Warrior's Enchantment, indeed.
Yeah, so he's a little bit tanky, so he's going to be able to face check a little bit of this damage. But Chiefs firmly in control at the moment. It was down to a 1k gold lead, but now they've extended that using the Baron buff. 52 to 57k on either side.
Those 4 dragons are really going to be helping the Ocean, the Infernal. That triple Ocean we had this game?
No, double Ocean, Air Drake, and an Infernal Drake. And Raze just get caught there, but he's going to be all right. Nothing to worry about. Like I said, there's a lot of disengage coming out from Chiefs.
Yeah, a lot of disengage indeed of able to come out from Chiefs, especially with that Zyra. Nobody can really run through that ultimate. They will get knocked up, and then you can instantly engage with something like a Kennen ultimate on top of it. So much damage to come down. And that's one of the first towers going down. That's 2 towers gone down on this Baron buff already. And the firing of the Ezreal ult just to clear the wave by the looks of it. That's coming down, and it misses the wave completely. Great shot.
Misses it completely, but hey, all that counts, and it's there.
Airball.
What's that trying? You know, it's points for trying. You know, sometimes
you miss
maybe
every
not in
shot.
Legends.
You don't take Wayne Gretzky.
Exactly. You miss every shot you don't take. Pockers now, he's in a good position. He obviously did pick up that Void Staff, so we'll see what he can do with that one. Obviously, the Banshee's Veil coming out from Swiffer is going to help him sustain a little bit of that damage, but see what the next play is for INTZ, because they really need some towers at this point. 6-3, and the wave's just ever pushing for Chiefs.
With the Baron buff just about to time out, I believe it just has timed out. This means that they can look to try and push back now, try and gain back control of their jungle, put some wards in. But they've really got to do this slowly. Oh, no.
Whoa, Spooks might be a little bit caught. Actually gets knocked out of the gym route, but it didn't matter in the end. Macau picks up the kill. Has got the Dustblade as well, so that definitely would have finished him off. But Spooks wandering maybe a little bit too far into INTZ's red side jungle there.
Spooks does end up disrespecting the fact that there's so many of them in the jungle. And Jockster just gets chunked. Revolta?
Yeah, just out of nowhere, Revolta almost goes down as well.
Oh.
Voice of Light came through for Swifter. No, Arcane Barrage is going to go wide. But that does mean a 1-for-1 trade. And that being Misfortune with a lot of the wave clear. Rise on the side there. He's got to watch out here. Tokka's going really low. The burning actually might just kill him. It does. Raze just 1v1ing Tokka's and just aggressively Arcane shifting forward. This guy on this Ezreal. It is going to crack the inhib. 2 men down. There's nothing INTZ can look to do about it.
Reliant Soul going God mode into this bot lane, trying to take down some more of the minions here. He will end up pushing this wave into the tower, then see if they can rotate bot lane and take that tower too, as there is still a 35-second death timer.
Oof, raised again. Going really low, a lot of low health bars. Oh yeah, definitely. And with Yang as well going into hammer form, just does so much follow-up damage. Really got to respect that.
Especially
but they're all going to
run through the acceleration gate, yeah.
Yeah, a million miles an hour. Straight towards your face with the hammer. Beautiful.
Think about the angry Viking man earlier. Now he's the angry future man.
Angry future man, yeah. Uh-oh. Swiffer a little bit caught out. Nice dodge of the spear. They won't be able to catch up to him, but he does turn it round. Exhaust has landed on him. It does wear out, though. But here comes Jace. Yang is on that one. Spooks follows the queue up. Gets Jockster yet again. This guy is soloing out this person at any opportunity. And now Swiper's going to use the teleport to come in as well. They're following this up absolutely stupendously. Yang is going to get caught out here. Tries to hammer down. Not going to happen. Spooks picks up that kill. This guy on the Lee Sin is just absolutely doing wonders with this champion. He's having a hell of a tournament.
He's really having a hell of a tournament. This is not something I expected to see. This level of performance out of Spooks really showing up for the team. Incredible play, and it looks like he's going to be helping his team close out the game here as long as he doesn't get caught again. But that was really great timing. Turning up, kicking Jockster. I nearly said Gorilla because I'm looking at the Misfortune.
Well,
kicking Jockster away, managing to get the kill, making sure he can't do anything. Not quite quick enough to be able to take down Yang as well early enough, so he has to wait for Swiper to turn up to pick up that. That's 3 easy kills he manages to help his team secure. Really well done by him.
And that does mean 2 inhibitors are down as well on the side of Intz. They are not in a good spot right now. 58k to 69, 10.5k. Make that 11k gold lead. And Spooks is looking for Jockster again. Just leave him alone, man. He's had enough. Ooh, that almost hit Tockers, actually. And this Misfortune Pig not working out as well as they'd hoped.
Definitely not, and they're looking to set up for Baron here. Maybe bait Nidalee out of the base. Try and get this set up, but she is spotted. And we'll see what they try and do about it, because they're just dancing around the Baron right now. As that looks like it's been started by Lee
It
Sin.
has been started. Yeah, Chiefs. They're going to start that Baron up. Curtain call does come through. Swift is in the sidelines.
That's it gone.
It is gone instantly. Stranglethorn's trying to lock someone up. Not much going to happen, though. Tocker's going a little bit aggressive, but he's going to have to back off this one. Chiefs, though, they are going to secure that Baron with almost no resistance from INTZ.
Yeah, you can see the dire straits that INTZ are in right now when they can't even contest the Baron. They just have to sit around, and Aurelion, Sol, and Zyra just by themselves zoning them away. No one else even needs to be there. It's Lee Sin, Kennen, and Ezreal take Baron by themselves, the 3-man Baron. Very well played. They look to be really closing out this game with a 10k gold advantage, now getting a second Infernal Drake.
Double
We've seen
Infernal.
so much dragon prioritization today from them. This is the second game where they've got 5 dragons now.
Yeah, 5 dragons. He's got 2 oceans, a cloud, and 2 infernals. So, yeah, massive dragon control from them. And this makes this an Elder Dragon just even more of an important objective to contest.
I do end up, when I see 5 dragons to 0, I do end up missing the days where 5 dragons would be the insane buff that you get from Elder Dragon. Or doubles all your buffs and gives you the burn. But now it's been changed to the Elder Dragon buff. You have to wait until the next dragon for that.
A little bit of a raid boss as well to take down, but they've got the damage, to be fair.
Take down, yeah.
Ray's taking a deadly flourish, but he's going to be all right. Now, Spooks has got the GA. We talked about this earlier in the broadcast, how the GA just becomes so effective in these fights, because if they do go for an extended team fight, which realistically they kind of want to do with Swiffer, going to be able to revive from the GA if he does go down.
That will really help, yeah, having that GA available, giving him so much tank stats as well to help deal with this poke.
Oh, he
Challenger's
found
going
him
down.
again!
Oh,
Going down. Yeah, there's a
Boots.
huge Kennen ultimate as well. This guy is just going
Oh,
absolutely
that looks like
crazy
it's
on this
it.
Lee Sin. This could be very well the end. Swiffer comes in with the Voice of Light as well. And he's just going to take him out in the fountain. Even Jockster just not having a good day on this Misfortune. That will be game 1 going over to Chiefs in an extremely decisive victory towards the end there.
Book's playing incredibly well on this Lee Sin. Absolutely dominating across the map, making constant plays everywhere. Really nice play from him. And you can see the Aurelion Soul pick actually did work. Maybe not in the way they